Hey, welcome back to the channel, Tea Times for Two, Golf Travel for Couples. I'm Scott.
And I'm Cheryl.
And today we are in
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yes. More specifically in Henderson, just south of the Strip, at the Revere Golf Club, and we're going to rate and review the Concord course. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. For those of you new to the channel, we rate each golf course or resort based on 5 categories. The first category being the layout or the playability by all levels of players. The second category is
the aesthetics or the wow factor.
The wow factor, yeah. The third category are the course conditions. The fourth category being
the amenities.
The amenities. And the fifth category be the value or the bang for your buck. All right, the first category for layout, we're going to give Concord 4.5 stars. And for playability,
3.5 stars.
3.5 stars. The Revere Club is a 36-hole complex in Henderson, Nevada, about 20 minutes south of the Strip. The Concord and the Lexington courses make up the 2 layouts.
So this course received Best of Las Vegas Silver and Gold Medal winner of 2024. Both courses designed by 3-time major champion Billy Casper and Greg Nash.
Yeah. The Concord course has 4 sets of tees ranging from about 5,100 yards to a little over 7,000 yards with a lot of elevation changes. It is quite hilly up and down the hills. The course winds through the canyon and offers some terrific views of the desert and the mountains, and you can even get some views of the Strip off in the distance. The length and the elevation change, along with the desert, the sloping greens, and the mini bunkers make this a tougher layout for higher handicap players, but of the 2 at the Revere, it's generally considered the easiest of the 2. For category 2, aesthetics, we're going to give the Concord course
4.5 stars.
4.5 stars. We really like the layout and the views. Yeah, the Concord course has some dramatic elevation changes, giving you some terrific views, and it adds to the beauty of the course and the enjoyment of the round, especially for people like us who live in north central Texas, where it's as flat as a pancake here, and we don't get elevation changes. So when we do get it, it's really something nice for us. So we probably rate it higher than other people would for that, simply because we don't get those kind of hills here in North Texas.
Casper and Nash did a great job routing the holes through the canyons and the desert, adding to the aesthetics of the course.
Yeah, I had no complaints with the layout of the course. I thought the layout was really well done in the canyons and the arroyos there. So I really thought they did a good job. Some of our favorite holes on the golf course, starting off with hole number 1. It's a medium length par 4 that plays way shorter than what the card says because it's severely downhill off the tee. In fact, really long hitters, if you catch a good one and catch that downslope, you can run it right down just short of the green. But I would hit just less than driver off the tee, just get it in play, and you're going to have a short iron no matter what you hit off that tee. And the green has a lot of movement to it, a lot of slope to it.
Hole 2, it's a medium length par 5 with out of bounds left the entire length of the hole. If you go for it in 2, the green is slightly elevated with a small bunker front to the left.
Yeah, it's really reachable, but again, you've got OB down that side, so you got to be smart on that one. All right, moving on to hole 3. It's a long par 4 that has some terrific views of the mountains in the distance. The area around the green is extremely tight with a large waste area and kind of desert surrounding this really narrow, small green. So you got to be really precise with your second shot. Moving on to hole 4.
Yeah, hole 4 is a short to medium par 4 that is a birdie hole if you hit the fairway. The green is protected by a bunker short left, and it slopes from the right to the left.
Yep. Hole 5, this is a gorgeous hole. It's a medium length downhill par 3 to a green protected by a pond in front, and it's got mounds and a bunker behind it. So you really, if you hit it over that green, you don't club it right because it's downhill. You could have a really awkward shot coming back toward the water in the front, which could make a really big number on a pretty simple hole. Hole 6, it was probably my favorite par 4 on the course. It's a really short par 4, slight dogleg left that you can drive the green if you carry the large fairway bunker on the left. So long hitters, you can carry it over that thing and drive the green. There's 2 bunkers to protect the right side of the fairway. So if you lay up, you want to just leave it short of those bunkers. So make sure you get a good number to those bunkers and lay it up short. The green is surrounded by a creek, trees, rocks, and 2 bunkers short right. So you could really make a 2 or you can make an 8 on this really short hole, just depending on how you play it and if you hit a good tee shot or not. Moving on to hole 8. It's a short par 3 that plays even shorter than the card says because it is severely downhill. So picking the right club is going to be difficult on this one. Remember, you're at elevation. Those of you that are from Texas or from the Midwest, you're going to be playing at a higher elevation, so the ball is going to go further, and then you're hitting it downhill. You've got to hit the green. It's a must because trouble surrounds the entire green with a large bunker right, and you've got a desert or rocky area all the way around. Hole number 12 is another gorgeous downhill par 3 that plays shorter than the 200 plus yards that are on the card. You got desert left and right, and you got a big bunker that's over the green. Yep. So club selection, again, is critical, and it makes it much tougher with all the elevation changes on this golf course, which is really cool for us because, again, we don't get that here.
Hole 13, it's a long straightaway par 4 that plays downhill the whole way. Scrub areas on both sides of the fairway make the tee shot crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Green has a couple of bunkers to the left.
Yeah, so you got to bail out to the right on this one. You can
That'll work.
Right.
Hole 16, it's a long par 3 that again plays shorter because it is severely downhill.
That's a repeating record here, isn't it?
You must carry the desert trash area off the tee, but the green slopes front to back, making it difficult to hold a running shot.
Yeah, this one's really tough to hold the green. I thought it was a really difficult par 3. Of the par 3s, I thought it was the most difficult. Hole 18, I thought it was a really cool hole, well designed. It's a medium to long par 5 that's a risk-reward hole on the second shot because the second shot is severely downhill to a green that's fronted by a deep, wide arroyo that must be carried to a narrow green, which behind it is backed by several bunkers on a steep hill, making it a really tough bunker shot back toward that deep arroyo. So smart play, hit something in the fairway, lay it up to as flat a place as you can on the second shot and just have 100 yards in, which is where I hit it, just about 100 yards out, and then you just have a little wedge into that green. So you take a big number out of play. You could reach it in 2 if you hit a good tee shot over the hill, but it's a really narrow green, and you're just bringing a big number into play. And I thought it was a really awesome finishing hole. All right, the third category for course conditions. We're going to give Concord course
2.5 stars.
2.5 stars. Now, this one's going to be a little controversial because since we played it in late May, when we played it and the temps were over 100, it was in pretty good shape or decent shape when we play it for a desert course in the summer. Now, there were a few areas that needed work, but overall the tees, the greens, and the fairways were in pretty decent shape. Mm-hmm. But since we played it in May, we've seen a couple videos posted. I think it was Mr. Two Putt, I believe it is, who lives out there and used to be a member out there, did a video in July, I believe it was, middle of July, late July, and it just looked horrible, and he just ripped it because the conditions were just atrocious. The sand in the bunkers was wiped out. There was a bunch of dead areas on the greens, and they had a terrible experience. But we can't rate that. We can only rate what we saw, and we loved the layout. We really enjoyed the layout of the golf course, and they were great to us. I mean, we played in 3 hours maybe. We just zipped around. So, and it wasn't in just horrible shape when we played it, but I know he had video. Check his video out. I think it's Mr. Two Putt's his name. If you're wanting to play it in the late summer, obviously they just let it go downhill because he just ripped it, and had some other people comment on it that they experienced the same thing, but we didn't really experience that, did we? Mm-hmm. So we can only report what we saw. So the layout was terrific. So we really liked that, but course conditions could have been better.
Right.
For the fourth category, for amenities, we're going to give the Revere course
2.5 stars.
2.5 stars. The course had a decent practice range and putting, green, and chipping area. It wasn't bad. It's typical daily fee course type range. The club had 2 grills, the Buckman grill in the clubhouse and the Moorhead grill that was out at the range and the putting green there by the first tee.
Yeah, and the Revere Club has a banquet and wedding facilities as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, the course had plenty of water and bathroom stations throughout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it didn't have any real resort amenities other than, had a banquet room and you could have a wedding there, but it didn't have, anything where you think you go and stay and play and you've got all these resort amenities like you would at Cabo or somewhere like that. So it's basically just a standalone golf course that you'd find back here in Dallas-Fort Worth, which I'm sure a lot of them in Vegas are because you want to get back to the Strip in your hotel and go gamble, right? Yeah. For value, when we played it in May, we're going to give the Concord course
4 stars.
4 stars compared to the other Vegas courses we played. Now, again, these are the conditions that we played when we were there, not what some other people later in the summer experienced. It has lower costs than some of the higher end Vegas golf courses that will run you anywhere between $200 and $500 in the late spring and early summer. Cheryl, what were the green fees like?
So in the summer, the morning fees are going to run you around $119. Spring and fall morning, $143. And then, of course, in the winter, morning is going to be around $209.
Yeah. Now, if the conditions were terrific and you got it for $119, that's a great value. If you got experienced the conditions that some others had later in the summer, I probably wouldn't play it if it was the conditions that they had. But when we played it, it was well worth $119 that we played. Yeah. They do have 36-hole packages to play both courses that are better values. Again, if you've seen our other videos on Las Vegas, every time we go to Vegas, I book my tee times through Golf Pack Travel, so I get a little better deal than what you can get on their online prices. This time we played the Arroyo Golf Club, the Concord course here at Revere, and then we played Bears Best, which is A+, but you can't play it anymore. So anyway, so that's how we do it. All right, let's recap and give Concord course at the Revere Club an overall score. I'm going to give it 4 stars.
I'm going to give it 4 stars as well.
Now, again, this is going to be controversial for those of you who played it since we played it. Again, when we played it in late May, this is what we would rate it. And others have gone on, made videos, again, what they experienced in the summer, and it did not look good. So it looked completely different than what we played it in May. We really enjoyed our round at the Revere Club. The layout was amazing. The views were really good. And I thought it was a well laid out golf course. The big elevation changes were a big plus to us because we don't get that back home. The course is going to play shorter than what the card number says because of the downhill holes. You didn't have too many that were straight up the hill. There was a few, but not that many. According to everything I've read, it's not as tough as the Lexington course. So if you're a higher handicap, this would be the one you would want to play. But it's no weakling if you spray the ball off the tee. All right.
So if you have played either course at Revere Club, leave us your comment below. Let us know what you thought of the courses and your experiences. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, especially those of you who played it later in the summer. If you had the same experience that Mr. Two-Putt had, or if it was different than ours, please let us know because our viewers would want to know. They don't want to go out there and waste money playing something that wasn't in good shape. But again, when we played it in May, we had no complaints about it.
As always, remember, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe below so that we can keep providing content and videos like this that are for couples like us who love to travel and play golf. Yeah.
And then check out this website. This company started by one of my former high school golfers. In fact, he's at our rival high school now, still in high school. It's called Greenside Essentials. He makes terrific golf towels that have detachable bristle brushes. And I'll link his company. I'll put it up here and I'll link it in the description below. So please check it out. He's already got contracts with companies all over. So it's a terrific deal, and he's an awesome kid. So I'd love to help him out. And then be sure to check back next week. Before we continue our extensive Myrtle Beach series, which a lot of you watch, we took a trip to Louisville, Kentucky this summer. Yeah, that's where my brother lives. And I played, I don't know, 8 or 9 golf courses in the Louisville area now, and every one of them have been great golf courses. Love them all. You got some great golf courses, public golf courses in the Louisville area, across the border into Indiana, some terrific golf courses. And we played 3 of them this time. So we're going to rate and review those. And then you can check out our other video series from Las Vegas to
Bandon Dunes.
Bandon Dunes, my favorite. Cabo San Lucas, Myrtle Beach, the Caribbean, yeah, and other places around the world. So hopefully someday we're going to see you on the first tee someday.
Right. Hit them straight.